late evenings at Brightcore Technologies were always the same. Lights dimmed, screens glowed, and silent janitors pushed carts down gleaming hallways. Among them was Thomas Hale, a man in his early 60s, humble, polite, and invisible to everyone except the night. For 7 years, he had worked there quietly, cleaning the offices of engineers who never once asked his name. His mop was his companion, and his faded notebook was his secret world. Each night, after finishing his shift, he would sit by the vending machine, sketching designs, circuits, systems, and ideas that only he understood. What no one knew was that Thomas was once an engineer himself. Decades ago, he had worked for a small startup that later became Brightcore. But after a tragic fire destroyed the lab and erased company records, he was dismissed, his name forgotten. Life hit hard, his wife got sick, bills piled up, and eventually, the only job he could find was as a janitor, at the same company he once helped build. Meanwhile, in the glass tower above him, Evelyn Shaw, the 32-year-old CEO of Brightcore, was at the height of her fame. Investors loved her. Magazines called her the woman who reinvented innovation. Yet beneath her success, Evelyn carried deep insecurity. She'd inherited the CEO seat after her father's sudden death, and she felt she had to prove she was worthy of it. She demanded perfection from her team, and anything that seemed old-fashioned or unpolished irritated her. One evening, while inspecting the lower storage rooms with her assistant, Evelyn stumbled upon an old box marked Archive, 2002. Inside, she found dusty folders, prototypes, and that one small, leather notebook. When Thomas saw her holding it, his heart nearly stopped. "That's mine," he said softly. She raised an eyebrow. "Yours? This? It looks like it belongs in a museum." She laughed lightly, flipping through it. "What's this supposed to be? Child's drawings?" Her team chuckled. But Thomas didn't. "It's not just drawings," he whispered. "It's the foundation of your company's first AI model. I wrote it, before your father renamed the project Brightcore." Evelyn smirked. "You expect me to believe that? You're the janitor, Mr. Hale," he said quietly. "Thomas Hale. And yes, I expect you to believe it, because your father once did." The room went silent. For the first time, Evelyn didn't know what to say. That night, she couldn't sleep. Something about his eyes, the sadness, the conviction, stayed with her. Against her own pride, she ordered the company's archives reopened to verify his claim. 3 days later, she got the report. The handwriting, formulas, and diagrams from Thomas's notebook matched the original Brightcore prototype blueprints, the very codebase her company was built upon. Her world tilted. Everything she had, her reputation, her success, had started from his forgotten hands. Evelyn found Thomas mopping the lobby early the next morning. He looked up and froze when he saw her. No boardroom now, no cameras, no power dynamic. Just two people and the echo of truth. "I read it," she said softly. "The notebook. It's real." Thomas nodded. "I never lied." Her voice cracked. "Why didn't you tell anyone before?" He smiled faintly. "Who would have listened? I was the janitor. People only see what they want to." Evelyn lowered her gaze. For the first time, she felt ashamed, not of failure, but of arrogance. "Your ideas built everything we are. I mocked you for something I should have been proud of." He shrugged. "That notebook wasn't meant for glory. It was a reminder that even if the world forgets your name, your work will still speak." But Evelyn wouldn't let it end there. She called an emergency board meeting. In front of the entire executive team, she stood beside Thomas and said, "This man is not just a janitor. He is the reason Brightcore exists. His notebook contains the first blueprints of the AI engine we use today. We owe him more than money, we owe him respect." Gasps filled the room. Some whispered disbelief, others clapped slowly, realizing the magnitude of the revelation. Evelyn then offered Thomas something he never expected, his position back. Not as a janitor, but as Chief Innovation Advisor of Brightcore Technologies. Tears welled up in his eyes. "You don't have to do this. Yes, I do, Evelyn said. Because leadership means recognizing greatness, even when it comes from a man holding a mop. The story ends with Thomas standing at the same vending machine that had been his silent companion for years, only this time, his old notebook sat open on the CEO's desk upstairs, being used to design the next generation of technology. A slow montage plays as his voice narrates. They say dreams fade with time. But if your purpose is pure, it never dies, it just waits for someone to finally see it.